Bezrat Hashem.
18th of February, Rabbi Levitt, Nefesh Hahaim.
Good morning. I guess we're all here. Everybody,
Yay, very good.
everybody well?
Baruch Hashem, yourself?
Hashem.
Okay.
Good.
Okay, I'm getting there.
Okay. Oh, it's always good to hear.
You know,
You're always in our prayers.
thank you.
Absolutely. Yes, Hashem. Hazak v'yamatz. Okay, so we are, looks like we're in the very last paragraph
Oh, okay.
of Perek Yud Gimel. He's talking over here. Yeah.
All right. What date and number? I need the gate number,
Gate 2.
right? Number
Chapter 13.
13.
Chapter.
Right. And it starts off, and the advice offered about this is as the Maggid's stated to the Beit Joseph.
Right. But we're on the last paragraph, Alan.
Right.
The He Segula Nifla. It's a wonderful treasure, apparently.
Segula. Oh, where's that?
Well, you said the last paragraph. In my book, it's Vahi Segula Nifla.
Oh, okay. So I mean the paragraph before that. Ella
Okay.
Iker.
Ella Ha'ikar?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Very good.
What's the English? I don't have the Hebrew.
Therefore, the key part of the service.
Okay.
Rabbi Levitt, you're muted. I think we lost the rabbi.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there he is.
He's there, but it looks like he's frozen.
He's changed position.
You said the paragraph, and therefore, when the entire point of a person's prayer before him, is that it?
That's
Yeah.
it.
I'm here.
But the rabbi's frozen.
Therefore, the key part, Alan.
Therefore, what? The key part?
The key part.
Oh, not therefore an entire point. No, that's not it, right?
Correct.
You're muted, Rabbi Levitt. Welcome back.
Okay. Seem to be having some internet difficulties this morning. Okay. There's Hashem. Nothing difficult. Okay, so I called upon Lou. Did you hear that?
No, I didn't hear you. You want me to read?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the gate and chapter?
13.
You said it already.
Gate 2, chapter 13. The second to the last paragraph.
Okay.
Ella ha'ikar ba'avodas ha'tefillah. Therefore, the key part of the service of prayer is that sheba'es she ha'adam motzi mipiv kol teva me hatefillah, when a person brings forth from his mouth all are all something of prayer. All words of prayer.
Each word of prayer.
Yitza'er lo az demach shavto osa hateva be'o seha hitzurasa. He should form a mental image of the form of the word and its letters. Ulechein, ulechevan, ulechavein, lehosif al yada koach hakadusha she ya'aseh pri lemala lahar bos kedushas sam v'oram and to focus on drawing additional power of holiness through it, which will bear fruit above and increase the holiness and the light.
Oh, wow. This is a quite incredible thing over here, what he's saying. I'm not sure if I have two ways of explaining what he's saying. He's talking about two things over here. He's talking about you have to be an artist. You have to picture in your mind that the word of tefillah that you just got through saying, if you know what it looks like, if you know all the letters, all the osios, you picture that it's coming out of your mouth, and you have intention with that letter. I mean, with that word rather. That word is going through that word that's coming out from your mouth. That word is going to add kedusha upstairs, and to create greater kedusha and or in the olamos. And it seems like what he's saying is that the Tosefes kedusha and or the addition of sanctity and light is caused through the mental picture that you're making. What this mental picture that you're making is giving greater koach to the words of the tefillah that you are saying, because you are joining together not only your speech and Hashem, of course, hears the word that's being said. He hears everything that's being said. But there's something about the word itself. It has a physical reality, and you're picturing it going up. He's going to say this in a minute, that it's going to go up, and like that, with that, you are joining your mind also in the prayer. That the word is in your mind, and you're using your mind with this word to add on greater kedusha and or. It's it's just amazing. I really think that's the main. I think that's the simple understanding of what he's saying. Because I'll tell you why. What right? Why should he not just say focus on the facts, have the kavanah that with the words that you are saying, you are increasing kedusha and or upstairs. Period. What does he have to talk about the fact that you're making a mental image in your mind about this word? What is that? What is? How is that connected to the idea of your kavanah? How is that adding to the strength of your kavanah? But apparently, the reason why he's adding it is because it does add to the strength of your kavanah. It adds to the strength of your prayer immensely, and that's why he's saying it. And that's truly incredible. There's a physical reality to the words that you are saying. They're a physical reality which is strengthened when you visually envision them, and the whole word with all of its letters. And now he's going to further amplify on this idea over here. Kamosha kasabti. Le'el, like I've written above. Okay, let's go to Mayor, please.
Okay, Kamosha Katabti La'el Beperech Yud Shelachain Nikret HaTefilah Devarim HaOmdim Rumo Shel Olam.
Yes. Before we saw this Nefesh Hahaim, we thought, yes, what does it mean that tefillah stands on the at the height of the world? We thought that it means, in terms of its importance, right? It's a very important thing. So you say in a sort of like an analogy, it stands at the height of the universe, right? It's a very nice analogy. It's a very nice sort of like picture. But according to what the Nefesh Hahaim is saying, it has a literal meaning. Literally, the tefillah is words that stand at the height of the universe, because that's where the words that you are saying that are coming out of your mouth are going. A spiritual, physical reality. And like that, this is how they create such a revolution up in the olamus alamim and create kedusha and or. Okay, let's go further.
Okay, so that quote is from Brachot? Devarim
This is a Gemara in Brachos, yeah.
Dim Burumo Shel Olam. Okay, so the words stand at the heights of the universe. Okay, Shekol Teva B'tzurata Mamash. And that what each letter also has its real form.
Each word in its actual form, in its actual form, with all the letters that make up this word. Okay. If you could take a picture of it, and you see it, you see the word in your siddur. Mm-hmm. He says that word, each word, with its in the actual form that it is, meaning all the letters of the word. Uh-huh. What happens with all the letters of the word?
Okay. He ha'olah lemala mala. They keep rising and rising, I guess.
The word itself rises and rises in the exact form that you see it in the siddur.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Kol achat lemakora v'shorsha. But each one, I'm not sure what korah, source?
Yeah, right. To its spiritual source.
Oh, okay. Lif'ol pe'ulot v'tikunim nifla'im.
And it goes each letter in its actual form with all the each word with all its letters in their actual form that you would see them in. Um, it goes up and up and up each word to its makor and to its shorish. Two things over here, to its spiritual source and its roots. In other words, all of the like we were saying that various mitzvahs, they have each mitzvah has its own makor and shorish in the olamos elyonim, where it reaches to the spiritual place, not the physical place, because there's no such thing as a spirit. There's no such thing as a physical place when we're talking about spirituality. Spirituality doesn't have physical space. Like in the Mishkan, there was the dimensions were not the Aaron should not have been able to fit. But it fit because it was a spiritual thing over there. So too over here, they go to their spiritual source and root, and they are poel, and they do pulos v'tikunim. They do wondrous doings and wondrous rectifications. Each word of tefillah. Imagine what each word of tefillah can do if it's said with this kavanah. Okay, vehi. Now we go to the last paragraph of the parak. We go to Roy. Vehi segula.
Roy, you're muted. Can't hear you.
You're not muted now, but you're not saying anything.
Ah,
He was lip syncing.
all right.
Vehi segula. Nifla.
The sorry. The He Segula Nifla Baduk
Right?
Baduk Umunuse Lamagalim Atmam Bezeh. This is a tremendous, tried and tested method for those who habituate themselves with it. The Batal Ulahasir Mayalav Bazeh Kol Machshavels Habalim Hatardos Umunaos Taharas Hamashavas Hamashava Vahakavena. So this is a tremendous tried and tested method for those who habituate themselves with it, to remove all vain and troubling thoughts which prevent one from achieving purity of thought and focus. V'chol asher Yosef Hargalo B'zeh Yisavasef Lo Taron B'machshavalso no, machshavato, bisfilo, vahi, kavana, peace. And all who increase their level of habituation with this will increase their level of purity of thought in their prayer. This being the level of simple intentional focus.
Okay. The simple level of intentional focus. In other words, it's the most basic and fundamental kavana, intention that one has as he's saying the words. I would assume he means other than the Pirish Amilus, what the words actually mean. I would assume that would be even more fundamental than this. But after that, he seems to be saying that this is the, like he said in the beginning, it's the ikr of the, it's the main focus when engaging in the mitzvah of tefillah. That's the kavanah pashtus, the simple bottom line of your intentions. You focus on the word as it looks in the siddur, going up to the makor and the shorish of where the words of the tefillah are in a spiritual sense, and that it and you imagine that it's going up there, and it's creating tremendous rectifications and adding kedusha and or in all the olamos. Okay, so
I've tried doing it. It's impossible, I found, to do it for the whole Shemona Esrei. So I thought maybe if I just concentrate on one sentence or one tefillah there, it's still difficult, but it's although more difficult, it's still it's a bit possible.
Okay, very good, excellent.
You can't sort of
very good.
The whole lot. You've got to do a little bit, and you've got to do it, over and over again. The first time it doesn't work. Second time it doesn't work. The third time you might be a bit lucky with a little fraction of it, and so on.
Okay, wow. So it sounds like you've made a whole avoda out of this what he's saying over here. Very good, excellent.
I don't think so. I just sound like I did, but I don't think I really.
Roy, you are awesome.
Oh, but we all know this, but for all sorts of reasons.
Okay, so he has a note over here. I think it's an important note to read because let's take a look at what he says over here. I'll do the reading over here. This is the note that goes on to the words of the beginning of where it says to picture in your mind that the word itself, and with all of its letters, according to their forms of each letter, ulechabein, and to have kavana, that it's going to add on to kedusha and or. So we're talking here about kavana. So the note about here is talking about kavana. V'hagam. And although shehalacha psuka b'shas shetfila nemeres b'kol lashon, hainu l'tseis yidei mitzvahs tefila kamosh in his bar le'el, sof shin aleph, Shebekol mitzvahs afilu mitzvahs tefila shenikris avodas shebelev im kol zeh ikroi likuva hu chelek hamaaseh shebehen. Okay, so far I don't know exactly what he's going to say. Let me just continue to read before I translate. Amnam the mitzvah mina mufchar vadai tzorik litzaref gam tohar hamakshava v'kavana shlema ulefi godel tohar hakavana kain tigadel masa hamitzvah ubefrat avodas alev shebetfila. Okay, it's pretty all right. Im kimi shatfila shebekol lashon yotza yedei chova aval ein aruch lemi shemispalo b'lashon hakodesh be'elu atevos dafka ha'omdim berumo shel olam u'medabei kol kochosav behem. Oh, I see what he's talking about over here. Okay, he's bringing up an issue. We're talking about imagining the words of tefillah going up to the place that their shorish and their makor is. So, if you're going to daven in lashon hakodesh, which of course is the ideal way of davening, and so we can understand this skula that the Nefesh Hahaim is saying, and he says it's kavanah pashtis, and like that, it's going to the way I'm understanding, it's if you're going to do this to imagine the words going up, it's going to create tremendous rectifications and kedusha more and above than if you would not do this making this mental picture of the words of the tefillah. It's adding a lot to the koach of the words. That's all good if you're davening in lashon hakodesh. But what happens if you're davening in English? Do the English words go up?
That's a good question.
A good question. Oh, you like the question. Very good. Okay.
I would imagine that the words themselves don't go up, but your intention does.
Okay, so now everybody, the first thing he says over here is that Hagam Shalacha Psuka, it certainly is the accepted halacha, and there's no question about it. It's already been decided in the Shas, in the Gemara. Shetfila nemeres b'kol lashon, that one is able to fulfill the mitzvah of tefillah, davening in any, he says b'kol lashon. That sounds like even in Chinese. Hainu l'tseis yedei mitzvahs tefillah. That will accomplish that you have been yotze your mitzvah of tefillah, right? So if you're counting your brownie points, you got a mitzvah, and I don't mean to minimize that one bit. That's what he says. You've certainly fulfilled the mitzvah.
Mm-hmm.
But all of that notwithstanding, ikron likuvahu chelek hamasi shebehen. Amnam mitzvah bin amuvchar vadai tzarik litzarif gam tohar hamakshava ukavonos shlema. So even though that's so, you could daven in any language, but it makes the mitzvah more of a choice mitzvah if he's able in addition to saying the words to also add a purity of machshava and a kavana shlema, a full and complete kavana. Ulefi godel tohar hakavana came to gadel masa mitzvah, and of course, according to the purity, the greatness of the purity of his intentions and his makshava, so too the mitzvah will be a greater mitzvah. And especially, he says, when it comes, this is true of all mitzvahs, he says, but especially, right, you do the mitzvah, and you shake the lulav, and you put on a tefillin, you put on a talis, right? So you did the mitzvah, right? You had intention to do the mitzvah, the b'shei mitzvah. So good. So you got a mitzvah. But what makes the mitzvah a great mitzvah is the purity of makshava and the kavanah shlema behind the physical acts. And he says, and this is true of tefillah a million times more, because the whole essence of tefillah is a Chazal called tefillah avodah shebalev, the service of the heart, of the mind, the makshava, the kavanah behind the words that you're saying. So even though the physical act of tefillah involves enunciating the words and getting them out of your mouth clearly and slowly and right, and right, not just thinking the words, you have to actually enunciate them. We spoke about that. The Nefesh Hahaim has spoken that before. So like that, if you do that, so you got a mitzvah. But if you want a really big mitzvah, so then that's the kavanah and the makshava. And so therefore, imki hamispalo b'kol lashon yotzi yedei chova. Somebody who davens in Chinese, very nice. He's chapped the mitzvah. He's yotzezayin. He's fulfilled the mitzvah of tefillah. Aval ein aruch l'mi shemispalo b'lashon hakodesh. It's no comparison whatsoever to someone who davens in lashon hakodesh. It's a whole different mitzvah entirely in terms of the power and the greatness and the effectiveness of the mitzvah, because of what we're saying over here. And he seems to be saying, that he says his tefillah in Lashon HaKodesh, which means that he's saying the words, he's saying exactly these words of the tefillah, the text of Anshe Knesset Gedola, Dafka, specifically those words, Ha'omdim, Baruch Shalom. Those are the words, and those words alone are the words that are standing at the height of the universe. There's no words in Chinese that are standing in the height of the universe, and I'm afraid to say that it would seem to be the same would be true even of the English language as well. Okay. So that's the idea. Okay. Amazing, amazing, amazing words. And a round of applause for chapter 13. Perek Yud Gimel. And now we're going to start off Perek Yud Daled. And Alan, are you there? You could start off Perek Yud Daled.
Try to find it again. I lost it. We have 2 minutes left.
2 minutes left. Oh boy. Okay, so
where are we? Gate what? Gate and chapter.
Actually, I think we just lost the rabbi.
Really? Okay, but tell me where we were. Gate what and chapter?
Gate 2, chapter 14. We're just at the beginning of chapter 14.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'm going to stop the recording because
Are they sending the book yet?
the books will be coming in another week or two.
Okay.